Interesting cover from France Football just recently. The Real Way, basically France's leading publication, imploring Paul Pogba to make the switch to the Bernabeu and join Real Madrid. Their current midfielder, Casemiro, had this to say about Pogba. A world-class player at his level can play in any team. If he comes to Madrid, he would be welcomed very well. We know he is a great player. Well, Pogba in the mix zone following the Champions League loss to Barcelona kind of dodged around the issues. And when we play Champions League, it's always nice to play against a team like Barcelona. Today we lost, but the next day we want to win. It's always a dream to play in the Champions League against such a team. Then he was asked, would he like to face them in El Clasico? He said, I will not answer that. And then would say, I would only speak about the game. I will not talk about other things when asked whether he would continue at Manchester United next year.
This is just a...
It's a continuing theme, Craig, and continuing question
Why would France... What was the magazine?
France Football,
Why would they be imploring them to go to Real Madrid?
They want their star midfielder to...
To what? To do what?
To go to play in La Liga.
Do you know what stuck out when I saw that?
What?
He actually said the right thing.
Correct.
Yeah. No, he judged it. But it comes... We talk about this a lot. The question is, should Manchester United continue to want to build their team around Pogba? Is he... I guess, how good is he?
Is he that
sort
of around? They're not going to get Lionel Messi. They're not going to get Cristiano Ronaldo because both are at the wrong age, but they're not getting them. Eden Hazard's not going there, to my knowledge. So, you know, Mbappe's not going there. Neymar's not going there. So, who are they going to build it around? Right. If it's not Paul Pogba, they're going to have to go and find somebody else. So, and also, it's not a good statement for one of the world's biggest clubs having shelled out to bring him back. When they're trying to rebuild, by the way, and whether you agree with Solskjaer as the manager or not, they are trying to rebuild, to just say, oh, by the way, and here's your top player, and we're going to sell him.
Manchester United need to bring in players to not only help Pogba, but make Pogba better week in and week out. They're not in a position where they can let players go. They need to add quality, not get rid of it.
Yeah. But if he's that sort of superstar, should he be producing these, like, 5 out of 10 performances in the big games against your Barcelona?
Well, there is a criticism there that he can't avoid. However, at times the supporting cast, as Stevie said, is not great. Now, that doesn't absolve him of being able to take the game by the scruff of the neck more than he has been at times. But then again, maybe we're holding people to too high an account here, because we're just used to Messi and Ronaldo in their era being almost a one-man band at times. Now, Paul Pogba's never going to be able to do that, I don't think. But he can be a better Paul Pogba with better players around him, for sure.
Yeah.
But look at the way they play. Manchester United under Solskjaer have been generally a team that sits in a good spot and breaks. So, do you think Messi's teams play like that? Ronaldo's teams play? You know, all the other great players that were holding him to the standard don't play in teams that sit tight and try and break.
Robbo, what's your thought? Because he obviously thrived initially under Solskjaer, didn't he? But you can't help feeling he's regressed a little. Seems to be playing with the handbrake on again over the last couple of games.
Well, I've been disappointed in Paul Pogba because I had such expectation. I saw him a lot when he was playing for Juventus, where he was the best player on the field nearly every week. He hardly put a foot wrong. He did everything you'd want from a midfield player. And he's done that on many occasions for Manchester United, but not on a regular basis. And I think, to take Stevie and Craig's point, I don't think Manchester United have a really significant game plan about where their next pass is, who's going to make these sort of runs. When he was at Juventus, he almost played blind passing because he knew where the next player was going to be. He knew what the tactics were. That was under Conte and a little bit under Allegri. I'm not sure at Manchester United, under a couple of managers, he knows what the game plan is and what's expected of him. And that's why he hasn't produced his best.
Robbo, but the other side of that, Robbo, is you know, you talk about Juventus, and you're right, but, you know, Juventus were a very dominant and have been a very dominant side in Serie A. And so, therefore, there wasn't so much pressure on one or two individuals because they were such a strong squad. It's a little bit like Angel Di Maria. When Angel Di Maria came into Man United from Real Madrid, he was this guy playing for this dominant Real Madrid side. They were 60-70% possession most weeks in Spain. All of a sudden, you come to a Manchester United that's moved on from Sir Alex Ferguson. They're not the same team. They're not dominating games as much. And Angel Di Maria wasn't up for the fight and hot-footed it off to Paris, where he can dominate games again in League One because they're going to win it no bother. But Pogba at Man United is not going to be able... You're not going to see the same Paul Pogba at United as you did at Juventus because he hasn't got the players surrounding him.
And he does it with France. He's got the players surrounding him. At Man United, he doesn't. And he either doesn't have that extra ability to pull everybody up with their socks, or maybe it's just a matter of time if they change the team.
For more, sign up now for ESPN+.